Hi, I'm Dean Rodvera and welcome to the Moto Dean channel. In this video, we'll talk about why motorcycle riding is the best way to relieve stress. That's why we call it throttle therapy. Hi, welcome back. Again, this is Dean Rodvera and today we'll talk about why riding the motorcycle is the best way to relieve stress, or what we like to call throttle therapy. In my opinion, I believe it's the best way to cope up with mental health. I think if you have a lot of problems at home, with work, with family, it's one way to not exactly escape, but temporarily relieve the stress. It's what we like to call removing the itch, or in my language, tanggal kate, or pangtanggal ng kate, or relieving the itch. Now, how can it be called throttle therapy? As we all know, in riding motorcycles, there are no seat belts. There are no airbags. Well, except you can probably wear a vest with airbags, but those are kind of pricey. And the hard thing about riding a motorcycle on the open road is most of the car drivers don't see you. That's a fact. And a lot of car accidents, a lot of minor mishaps have occurred when cars come into the lane and they don't see the motorcycle. All right. In my opinion, and of course, I hope that's your opinion also, and you'll stand by me that because of the stance of a rider in the motorcycle, it's a best way or is a indicator of stress relief. Although riding itself could be stressful, but we have to look at it that when you're riding a motorcycle, you're in a closed position. Your hands and your feet are close to the machine, and you have direct control of the steering wheel. When we ride a motorcycle, our mind tells us to be more alert. The riding position itself, I think, is a safety instinct. If you think about it, we are already balanced. When we ride our motorcycle, we are already balanced on the road, on two wheels. Ironically, if one is hyper alert, there's going to be more anxiety. One will be more anxious. Then again, if one is bored or kind of sleepy as they ride, it might be too relaxed. If one is too relaxed, maybe the ride might be too bored, or maybe sleepiness might occur. If you think about it, our riding stance is basically a power posture. We are aggressive yet comfortable. Another way that riding a motorcycle is throttle therapy is the route or the route we take. Most of us ride familiar route. Most of us take it to and from work, home to work, work to home. Taking familiar routes or routes, I think, makes us more relaxed because we know by memory where we're going to passing. We know each and every crack in the road. We know how to turn the corners. We know when to turn. We know when to speed up, when to slow down. Going home from work or going to work, that same pattern makes us relax. The air and the sounds are soothing because we know it's there. And if you think about it, we have muscle memory in terms of when to shift gears, when to accelerate, when to downgrade, when to downshift. Another way that riding a motorcycle is throttle therapy is that we are now better equipped in communication. Although one might think that that's actually more stress. We have cardos. I have a cardo myself, and there are Sena units and there are other brands. We can listen to music while we ride. We can have group chats. We have a group ride. But when you have a group ride, insults never die. But of course, with the communication unit, a cardo or a Sena, you have better access to be called by your loved ones, and of course, called by people from work. Well, you know what? If we have a communication system, you can have a better group ride coordination. You can ride together, know where you will go, and of course, you also get lost as a group. Motorcycle riding, especially those weekend riders, we ride to relax and we ride to eat. It's actually quite cheaper if you think about it. All we do is ride our bikes and go to the nearest coffee shop or go to the next coffee shop. That's why they invented the cafe racer. We know where to go for cheap breakfast in outdoor places, and we know we don't have to dress up. We're just good with our gear, our helmet, our motorcycle jacket, good pants. The longer the ride, the sweeter the breakfast. Well, that's my take on why motorcycle riding is the best therapy for relieving stress, and that's why we call it throttle therapy.